We're on the Island Princess, currently doing an 18-day cruise to Greenland. While we're on the ship, we're doing a complete tour of the ship from deck 4 all the way to deck 16. That's right. So stay tuned to the end of the video where we give you our total review of our opinion and our thoughts on the Island Princess.
We're going to start on deck 4, the gala deck. Mostly cabins for the crew. However, the medical center and the water shuttle is in this area on deck 4.
We're not going into the medical center, but this is where it's located. It's located on deck 4, and these are the medical services and the medical center hours.
And water shuttle embarkation. Let's move on to deck 5. Here's a view of the actual layout of deck 5. We begin at the Bordeaux dining room right at the front of the ship. We really enjoy the food and service here. If you're doing anytime dining like us, just a heads up, between 5:30 and 7 p.m., you might wait a bit. That's prime rib time. Hope you know I'm joking. It's prime time. Let's move on. Next up is the Captain's Circle Loyalty Desk. So tiny, we almost missed it. Blink and you'll walk right past your loyalty perks. Then we stop by Good Spirits at Sea. Hands down, the best drinks on the ship. We're talking handcrafted cocktails with a side of flair and storytelling. From there, it's off to guest services. For all your cruising headaches that need to be solved, this is the place to come. We wrap up Deck 5 at the Princess Plaza. It's small, but lively, with a flashy vibe, and the best people watching on board. Make sure you stay to the end of the video. We're going to give you a complete review of our thoughts of the Island Princess. I really love how the elevators are flashy, and then you look at the ceiling. The ceiling looks amazing. It's a really lively area. Moving on to Deck 6, also known as the Fiesta Deck. Starting up front at the Provence dining room. If you chose your dining time at the time of your booking, this is your restaurant. This is where you'll be going. Then we slide past Shopping Concierge, which is more of a kiosk than a desk. Easy to miss unless you're hunting for deals. Onward to the Shops of Princess. Perfumes, fashion, liquor, jewelry. Basically, a floating duty-free temptation. All right, now we're talking. I'm going to take you to my favorite spot on the Fiesta deck, which is the Princess Casino. This casino is a little small, but it does have a casino bar, which works double duty. It works for the casino, and it works for where the photo gallery is. But the casino itself is small. The gaming tables are tight. The selection of slot machines are not the best. And the seats for the slot machines are just stools, not very comfortable. But it's a tight space, but if you're a gaming type person, you'll probably be okay with the stools. You'll probably be okay with the tight spaces, because I am. But everyone complains about them. All right, let's move on to the Explorers Lounge. A solid spot for live music and events. Make sure you stay to the end of the video. We're going to give you a complete review of our thoughts of the Island Princess. We finish up Deck 6 all the way aft, or the back of the ship, at the fitness center. It's small, and there's no bench press, which is my favorite workout. But hey, you're on a cruise. Lifting a beer or lifting a burger might count for working out. I'm not sure if you noticed that the deck map for Deck 6 Fiesta shows the theater at the very front of the ship. There is no access from Deck 6 to the theater. You can only access the theater from Deck 7. Let's move on to Deck 7, the Promenade Deck. Make sure you stay to the end of the video. We're going to give you a complete review of our thoughts of the Island Princess. Starting at the front of the ship at the Princess Theater. During the September 2024 dry dock, they expanded the handicap section, specifically the wheelchair area, and upgraded the stage. So now it's Broadway with a new view. Then we make our way to the Wheelhouse Bar. Post dry dock, it's been recarpeted and had some fancy upholstery added. It's classic, cozy, a perfect chill zone. Next up, Churchill's Cigar Lounge. We don't smoke, but if you do, this is your sea view sanctuary. Great views, great vibe for a good stogie. Appropriately located right across is Crooner's Lounge. Now, I got a question for you. Is it Crooners or Kroners? They have a baby grand piano, plush chairs, great drinks. You might meet someone here and end up at the wedding chapel, which is just down the way. That escalated quickly. From there, we stop at Park West, fine art gallery. And then on to Sabatini's Italian restaurant. And just behind Sabatini's, we reach the Crown Grill, the ship's signature steakhouse. Fun fact, the Bayou Cafe used to be here, but during the 2024 dry dock, Princess swapped it out for the Crown Grill. We love the Nolan Ryan steak. No glove required. Let's move on to Deck 8, the Emerald Deck, midship. The Internet Cafe, Future Cruise Desk, Shore Excursion Cruise Desk, and the library. The library is a great size, lots of books, puzzles, games, and fellow cruisers you didn't know were puzzle pros. Let's move on to Deck 12, Aloha Deck. Mostly cabins here, but at the very back is the Youth Center. Treehouse for ages 3 to 7. And the Lodge for ages 8 to 12. Great space if you're sailing with little explorers. Make sure you stay to the end of the video. We're going to give you a complete review of our thoughts of the Island Princess. All right, let's move on to Deck 14, the Lido Deck, where it's all happening. We're going to be starting at the front of the ship, and we'll end our tour on Deck 14 at the Youth Center at the very back of the ship. We're going to be starting at the Horizon Court Buffet. It's a family-style restaurant with daily menu specials. They serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and they have a different selection every day for lunch and dinner.
Chicken wing station. Look at this guy. He is a chicken wing expert. Look at him. Look at that. And you got all these different sauces. This station is all about chicken wings.
Chicken wings for today.
Chicken wings, chicken wings, chicken wings. You name it. You name it, he's got it. I got the spicy ones. I went with buffalo. But that's awesome. What a great idea. Oh, geez, look at that. He's going to dress it up a little, make it look pretty. Look at that. You can't go wrong with chicken wings. Check it out. Oh, man.
What's cool about this ship, the buffet is in the front of the ship. And you can see that that's the front of the ship right there. And here they have all of the refreshments, water, juice, ice. And they've got the bakery right here as well. The bakery's here. Italian cafe.
Let's continue on Deck 14, the Lido Deck, towards the midship, where we'll find the Lido Bar and the pizzeria. The pizza on the Princess cruise ships, in our opinion, is probably the best pizza at sea. It's unbelievable. Just aft is the Lido pool, hot tubs, great for soaking and socializing. You could see the pool is empty. They were actually working on the pool, and they did get it up and running for our cruise. Right past that is Swirls. Oh my God, unlimited soft serve ice cream. We get ours with a caramel sauce and a chocolate sauce. It's unbelievable. Opposite Swirls is the Lotus pool. Then the Lotus Thermal Spa, massage, and treatment rooms, and the salon. Make sure you stay to the end of the video. We're going to give you a complete review of our thoughts of the Island Princess. We finished this deck with the Teen Lounge, aka the Beach House, for ages 13 through 17. Let's move on to Deck 15, the Sun Deck. At the front is the bar and grill. Great burgers and dogs. We can attest to that. Midship has the movies under the stars, big screen. We always grab popcorn, a blanket, and a lounger. Then on to the lawn court. Sun or shade, lounges for everyone. Only one stipulation, you need to bring your own sunglasses. Let's go inside the conservatory. Pool, hot tubs, ping pong, loungers. It's like a resort in a greenhouse. Finally, very back to the sanctuary. Princess's exclusive cabana retreat. You get couches, drinks, loungers, a fridge, a TV. You get a lot for the money. But for us, we'd rather spend that money on shore excursions. Let's head on over to deck 16, sports deck. We wrap this up at the very top, starting at the splash pool, a shallow place to cool off and relax. Then we head aft to the center court, basketball, pickleball, shuffleboard, and even a life-size chessboard. Oh, did I mention the views from deck 16, the highest deck on the Island Princess? Check these views out. We're in Greenland, doing the Greenland fjords, and it's the best place to be. We are at that point where we do our full review of the Island Princess. Now let's get the big elephant in the room out of the way. The Island Princess started sailing in 2003, so that makes the ship 22 years old. And the question is, what's the condition of the ship? That would be the big elephant, right?
The big elephant, yeah.
In the room. Right. So we might
or
as
the
well
older elephant.
Let's hit that question right away.
So she's a little dated, I would say. That's probably true. But she's a very quaint little elephant.
I don't think that, I thought that you could tell that it's dated, but perfectly functional. Everything was fine. The open areas were lively. Lots of areas to read a book or just hang out or just sit out. What I like most about this 2003 ship is its smaller size. And you really get to meet all kinds of people. I mean, it's really cool. If you're into meeting people, the smaller ship is a way to go.
It's like cruising with your family and friends.
I'm telling you, it's amazing. So overall, I would say it does show to be dated in the cabins. Out in the public areas, they don't seem that bad, the public areas.
No, they don't look bad at all.
I think they did a great job in their upgrade in 2024.
I think the only disadvantage that she has is everything is on the smaller size. So like things like theater, the piazza, the fact that she doesn't have an international cafe, which I really like. There's a few little things like that probably are the only takeaways that I feel are a little on the negative side. But some of that stuff you can't really change.
It's really a nice ship.
Oh, it's absolutely.
So we're on an 18-day cruise, Greenland cruise. We need to be outside. We need to have viewing points to see the fjords, to see mountains and wildlife. We had no problem on this ship.
No, we had a balcony, and those who may not have a balcony, there's definitely outdoor decks that they could go onto, as well as if you didn't want to be out in the elements and you wanted to sit by a window and watch.
No problem.
The buffet area is at the front of the ship, so there's plenty of tables out there, although it does again get crowded during dining times, so that was always a little bit of a difficulty, but there's plenty of tables and couches and things like that on deck 6 and 7 for people to sit around and look out the window.
Deck 16 you can get out there.
Deck 16.
Deck 15 you can get out there to check out what's going on outside. I thought they had ample area and ample space to get out and see stuff. Say you were doing a Panama Canal cruise on the Island Princess, there's a good high probability of it because of the ship. It's a smaller ship, and you probably would be going through the old locks if I were to bet. And you have all that ability to get out on the decks and see what's going on. Relative to the anytime dining restaurant.
Truly anytime you can go, but it starts at 5:30. And the people that line up at 5:30 is quite long.
Yeah.
So you want to be mindful of that. So I would say that if you're somebody who really wants to eat early or have a set dining time, you might want to book a set dining time to begin with.
And you would do that when you book
booking.
your cruise. When you do your booking on your cruise and you would pick a specific time, that's what you probably should do if you're an early eater.
I agree.
Yeah, absolutely. The theater, we kind of touched on the theater a little bit. It's tight.
It is. So if any of the shows, you're going to have to get there early to get a seat. Any of the port presentations or the enrichment talks, those also are definitely overcrowded. I mean, there's usually people standing, but it's a long time we did stand. But if you have any kind of mobility issues or difficulty doing so, you're going to be hard pressed. The only good thing is with those enrichment talks, as well as the port presentations, the one nice thing that Princess does is they record them. So they're available on your TV after, I think it's 6 or 6:30 p.m. on that same day that it was recorded. So that's something that's nice. So if you happen to walk into one of those port presentations and you really wanted to hear what was going to be said, just wait for it to come back on your TV and listen to it.
Exactly.
In the comfort of your own cabin.
Exactly. So you may not see it firsthand, because Andrea indicated if you had mobility issues, even if you didn't have mobility issues, if you didn't get there early enough,
you're not going to get a seat.
You're not going to get a seat, and you're not going to get even if you have mobility issues, you're not going to get in there because it is
tight.
It's tight. Everybody goes there. So get there early, or watch it on your cabin TV the next day or later that evening.
So let's just talk really briefly about the theater also for showtimes. So showtimes also get really packed. Now, if you have the premier package, there are reserved seats. There are blue covers on these seats that they save until 10 minutes before showtime. So a lot of times what people will do is if they don't have that, they'll kind of wait, and then they'll make an announcement and they'll say that they're open to the general public.
And then everybody runs down and trying to get one of those seats.
Yeah, but that's something that if you get the premier package, you're lucky because you have a bank of seats that are reserved for you. So you don't have to rush and get there as early as the rest of us that don't.
And you kind of touched a little bit about the International Cafe. Now, if you guys have never sailed on a Princess ship, you don't know what we're talking about. But if you have, you definitely know what we're talking about in regards to the International Cafe.
And missing it.
It's 24 hours, coffee, snacks, sweets,
sandwiches.
And it's amazing.
Yeah, we really like it. I mean, the one thing that I like it for is they have these really nice breakfast options.
Before we get into it, it's clear that everybody knows that this ship does not have
Doesn't
one.
have it.
Does not have one.
I just want to say what we're missing.
We're definitely missing.
What you're missing is some really nice breakfast options and some really late afternoon, maybe early morning after casino night snack.
To your point, we'll be in the casino. The casino is one of our favorite places on the ship. Even on land, it's one of our favorite places. We enjoy the expensive adult entertainment. And maybe late at night, we'll be leaving there. We'll go to the International Cafe. Well,
not on this ship. So, to combat that, I would say bring yourself a little snack back from the buffet at dinner time so that you have a little midnight snack.
Yeah, exactly. So we kind of talked about how we enjoy the casino. The casino on this ship is
small.
It's small.
Very small. Both the table selections as well as the slot selections are also small, right?
Yeah, they don't have Spanish 21, or also known as Fun 21. They don't have that. I enjoy that game. They have they have 1, 2, 3 blackjacks. They have 1 Texas heads up hold'em and 1 prime. They have roulette, and they have a small craps table. Now keep in mind, all these tables were full. They were active. It's just you got to maneuver around the small space. It didn't bother me, but a lot of people would complain about the seating at the slot machines, that there were these stools, but the slot machines were full. They just a lot of complaining about it, but
they were not comfortable. Let's be honest. I mean, I have to say it was tough. I'm not the tallest person in the world, yet my knees were right at the slot machine. So it was you had to find a way to sit on them. It wasn't comfortable.
But we went every night and we managed to get by with it. Now let's talk about the casino staff. Now, they were just top shelf. They were amazing.
And staff in general, let's just talk about staff in general.
I agree.
Staff in general on the Princess ship has been amazing for us. They've been really great. I mentioned at one point that we had a we were going through fjords and we had a canceled port, and the captain took us through a bonus area, which was amazing. We did a video on that, so if you want to take a look at that, that was amazing. We also had some unfortunate situations that happened on the Island Princess.
Our first 24 hours.
Yeah, we did. We had some unfortunate situations happen, and I would say both the captain, the crew, they
Top
just
shelf.
reacted, acted immediately, did all the right things, and kept us all safe and under
Well,
control.
I guess we should tell them what. Oh, we're telling them all about the staff, but we're not telling them what exactly happened in the first 24 hours. We have an actual video on it, the Island Princess first 24 hours. Check that video out. You'll see these crazy things that happened in our first 24 hours on the Island Princess. And you said it perfectly. The crew, the captain, everybody,
Yeah.
extremely professional, felt safe at all times.
Yes. And I think that's some of the questions that we got from that video was, oh, with those situations, would you cruise Princess again? And we said, absolutely. You know, things happen, tragedies happen, but at the same time, it's the crew and how they handle
training,
it,
the way they're trained,
that makes the difference in
absolutely,
the experience, for
absolutely.
sure.
And it's important that you say that you know, yeah, tragedy happens and stuff happens. It happens on land as well. You know, the same things that happen on land do happen at sea.
Yeah.
You know, so it's not, stuff happens, right?
So-
but check that video out.
Yeah. And I was going to say, and we'll even talk about the staff in the dining room and the offers and the food selection. The food selection so far has been very good.
Unbelievable.
We didn't do any of the specialty restaurants on this particular ship, so we can't really speak to that, but we were in the buffet and that was amazing. And the only slight downfall that I would say is in the buffet area at the peak times for dining, being able to find a table is sometimes a little challenging.
Yeah, it could be.
Could be.
It could be. There's no question there. This is where I ask you, do you have any other areas that you want to talk about on the Island Princess, or do you think we kind of wrapped it up?
I hope we wrapped it up, but if you have any other questions about the Island Princess that you'd like us to answer, please leave a comment below. We answer all the questions, and we hope that we're providing you with some information about making your own decisions about whether or not to come on a journey, because it is always amazing. And will we go again?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Princess is amazing. And that's a complete ship tour of the Island Princess. If you sailed on her, let us know what you thought in the comments below. Got a favorite deck? Let's chat below. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like it, subscribe, and follow us along. We've got more adventures ahead. Thanks for cruising with us, and we'll see you on the next deck. Ciao for now. Thanks for watching, but there's more to explore,
And don't forget to hit that subscribe button.
so you never miss any adventures.
Click on one of these videos to keep the journey going.
And this is where I say ciao for now.
We'll see you soon.